Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to Hello Monday. Today I'm going to be making a card using the Thankful dies. This is the set that matches the stamp set that I used last week. I thought it would be fun to try making a card without any coloring. I'm not coloring anything. I know, crazy, right? So to start with, I'm going to take a piece of heavyweight vellum cardstock. This is 40 Pound Essentials by Ellen Vellum, and I just absolutely love it. It's my favorite. And I prepped it with the powder tool so I can do some heat embossing, and the embossing powder will only stick to where the Versamark ink gets stamped. This is my favorite embossing ink as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and line that up. I had it mounted kind of wonky to the block, so I kind of had to take a moment and make sure I was stamping it straightly. And then I'll go ahead and add some Hero Arts gold embossing powder. I love how this powder finishes. It's very smooth, beautiful finish, and I'm going to preheat my tool for about a minute and then I'll start heating. And this will help eliminate or help avoid any warping of the vellum because it's already preheated. So now I can go ahead and trim that out with my tonic trimmer. I love this paper trimmer. I've had it for about 9 months now, and it has a 6-inch mark on it, so you can actually cut your 8.5 by 11 cardstock out of it. And I'm going to take the chrysanthemum die, now that I have my banner finished, and line that up on a small piece of Marshmallow Card Shop cardstock and die cut that out on my Big Shot. And there you can see I have the negative. I'm actually just working with the negative today, and I'm going to take my little banner there and wrap it around that piece. This was just a scrap piece. I probably should have cut something to proper dimensions. I was just lucky that it fit the banner. Because I can see, in hindsight, I can see like, oh, I guess I should have thought about that before I got started on this whole thing. So now I'm going to trim off the ends there. I just wanted to fold it around to make sure it would lay flat, and then I can put some tape runner. I don't want that excess vellum kind of peeking through the die cut area, so I'll just use some tape runner and get that mounted. And I've learned the hard way not to fold it back until I'm staring at it from the front side, because I have a tendency to mount things crooked when I'm doing it from the back side. So actually I even did it crooked from the front side, and it's bugging me enough that I had to reposition it because I have OCD. And then I'm going to take some pattern paper. I just trimmed this piece down from the paper pad by 7 paper. It's called Baxter, I think, and it's got these cute dogs and cats and all these really fun colors, and I love these stripes. And that's going to be the color that I put on my card. So I'll just trim off the excess very quickly there. And then I'm going to take my focal image and just make sure where it's going to get positioned there onto the card. Now you can put anything behind there to generate some color. You could take twine and wrap that around behind it, but I just had this pattern paper and I thought it was so cute and I loved the colors. And then I have a little strip of glitter paper. This is either American Crafts or Die Cuts with a View glitter paper from a 6 by 6 inch collection that has different colors in it. And I just cut this little sliver, and to glue it I'm going to use the Mono Multi glue. I thought about using tape runner, but a lot of times when I try to run my whole tape runner along that, I end up getting just all kinds of excessive adhesive everywhere else. And so I was like, I don't think I want to get my wax paper all gummed up or my work surface all gummed up. So the glue was a better choice for me in this instance. So now I'll just trim off the excess there. And this is the way I like to get those little scrap strips. Use them up. This is a great way to use scrap pieces of pattern paper if you have them too. And I don't know if you guys recently saw on Instagram, I've been trying to purge some of my really old, outdated, long retired 6 by 6 paper. So anyway, this one's a current one and I really love it. So I was really happy to use it. And I'm trying to be good about using that pattern paper. So here we go. I'm going to mount this with some foam tape, and I just used my tweezers to peel off the liner paper and get that mounted in place. And then to embellish it further, I'm going to add some pretty pink posh sequins, and I already determined where I wanted to put those, and I just kind of laid them out there. And then I've got some Mono multi-medium in the matte finish, squirted onto a post-it note there, and then I can just lift up my sequins and swipe them through that puddle of glue and get those mounted onto the card, and that'll hold them nice and securely. And you do need to be a little bit careful though, because sometimes those sequins can ricochet out of your tweezers. Ask me how I know. My quick stick is hiding. I haven't been able to find it. So anyway, that worked. I love how this card turned out. No coloring at all. Super easy. All the supplies are available at ellenhudson.com, and you can see more still shots and details at the blog. Thanks for watching.